You came out of nowhere like a bullet train. You were so familiar, but you're not the same as all the other drifters who have lost their way. You remind me of a love that never changes. Now's the time.
Welcome to the vlog on this very dreary and horrible Monday. Very wet, very soggy. Blech. So, we have guests arriving today. You'll know them well. Tom and Leanne, who came to visit us back in May, and we did the canoeing with them. So they're arriving later today with their son and daughter-in-law. So 10 days they'll be here, so that's exciting. The weather's turned though, which is unfortunate for them, but never mind. Hopefully it won't impact their holiday too negatively. But anyway, today's a very busy day. So I have been the worst vintage seller out there. I would hate to have bought anything from me because I'm useless. And basically I have this parcel and it has to be posted by 10 a.m. today or they're going to cancel the sale. It's a leather jacket that I sold. And if you didn't know this, Vinted here is actually Vinted Europe. So this parcel's headed to Ireland. So it covers the whole of Europe. You can shop clothes in Italy, Spain, Portugal, wherever. So that's cool. So it feels like there's a much bigger pool of clothing to choose from. But yeah, I just haven't got around to posting this parcel. I feel dreadful about it. So I'm going to go do that now. And then I have a bridal trial at 12, half 12. Not far from Agen. Once again, screwed up on the distances and the travel costs, thinking it was within my 30-minute radius, and it's not, but never mind. I'm not even going to think about it. It's my last wedding of 2025. So I'm going to try and enjoy it. Bride seems really chilled, very nice woman. And yeah, so I'm heading down there. And then this afternoon, I'm going to pop into Millie's at France Unlocked. She's just finalising a few bits on her social media. As you guys know, I do social media marketing for companies locally, and she just wanted a couple of tips on that. But otherwise, she's rocking and rolling. So anything French admin related, she's your girl. So I'll pop her website in the description box. You can give Millie a call. Any of your admin needs, setting up a business, property management, even like sort of heading to properties. If you've seen a property you love, she'll go visit it for you, take videos, give you an overall view of what the property's like, where it's situated. Driving licenses, carte vitale applications, the whole shebang, she does it. So link in the description box, but I've got to get to this Mondial Relay locker before 10, so I'm off. Managed to get that parcel posted, so that's good. I'm about to head out. What do you guys think of my hair? I tidied it up a bit because I didn't want to look like a complete tramp for this bridal trial. But I really like how it turned out, actually. I was worried it might look a bit scruffy, but I think we're all good. Right, I am headed out. House is not ready for guests, but Tom and Leanne aren't actually guests though, they're family, so deal with it, guys. Deal with the mess. Right, I'm out. Good morning. Oh dear. With my crown braid yesterday, I was definitely looking a little bit more polished, but never mind. I've had a shower and our guests got in just fine. They're still sleeping and I have to make 2 fruit tarts. So there's a hall not far from us and they're having some renovations done. It's like a public meeting place basically. And there's a new air conditioning system being fitted. It's like more drama with aircon. It just seems to follow us around. And so the team that are working there, we're doing some meals for them because they're doing it for charity. It's all free. A group of us have said that we'll cook some food, and so I said I would make 2 fruit tarts. Now I said that because I was thinking, hey, I could do a fig tart. So I googled it, and typically a fig tart in France would be fig, so a pastry case, fig jam on the bottom, a frangipane, which I've done so many times because I make Bakewell tarts, and then fresh figs in the top. So I'm just about to make the tart base, and then I'm going to go get some figs. walnuts are looking good. We've got 2 walnut trees. In fact, I can see some already starting to drop, but I want the figs over here. Oh, I think I'm a bit late. Oh, there are some round here. I don't think any of them are going to be any good. But these might work. There used to be quite a lot on them. Oh. Yeah. Oops. Right. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
So it's Wednesday and it's our second day of culture classes. So we're back in Agen, and I believe today is all about neutrality when it comes to religion. So that'll be interesting. It's also the 10th of September and it's National Strike Day. So we set off. Well, we set off when we should have set off last week, really. It was my fault. But we knew we needed to set off earlier today, give ourselves even more time, because we didn't know how the strike would pan out.
And we were dropping my van off at the garage because the alternator's been playing up a bit, so the van doesn't always start. It's fine when you charge it, so yesterday I was good and I went to the garage with a few phrases and spoke to the guy, and he's taken it in now to look at it. It's something
all by yourself, didn't you?
Yeah.
He said, I'll ring you if I need help.
An alternator in French is alternateur, just friendship.
So anyway, it turns out there really wasn't much going on. Sometimes during really severe strikes they blockade the roads and stuff, but there was none of that. And the city seems as busy as usual. It doesn't seem to be too different. So we're going to go in, grab ourselves a coffee, I think, get ourselves situated. It's much easier this week because we know exactly what to expect, whereas last week was a bit scary for the both of us because we had no idea what it would be like. So we'll let you know during break how it's going. How's it going?
That's all right. It's all learning about French legality, that if you get a decision against you don't like, you can appeal to a higher authority. And then obviously France is a republic where the power comes from the people, so if you don't like the president, you can vote them in, vote them out, and the laws have to get passed. So there's, again, if you've come from England, it's all stuff you're kind of familiar with. Yeah, we were an hour late starting because of just stuff. I think that's also a good introduction to French life, isn't it? Just stuff takes time. So our translator's like, oh, it is going to be very late. It will affect our break time. She was Russian, by the way. Yeah, no, it's all a friendly atmosphere. They ask questions and...
One of the interesting things I wanted to share, though, before I forget, is the pluses of getting involved in charitable causes. So in France, when you get involved with a charity and you do work for a charity, you get given a document that states that you have done so, and if you include that in your application for your titre de séjour, it can go a long way in getting you a good result at the préfecture, especially if you're out of work for any particular reason. But we have a terrible, terrible update. I can't even put it into words how terrible it is. We have no coffee.
The coffee machine's bust. It did take a long time earlier. Maybe it was our last coffees were the last ones it did.
Coffees are not great, but to say they're 45 centimes each, they're pretty good. And I don't want to be faced with a whole day without one. I like it too much. So yes, So day 2 is going well. A lot about laïcité, which before I went to school here I'd never even heard of that word. But it's basically the separation of religion and state. Basically just a complete separation between any religious beliefs and how the state operates, which is very interesting because a lot of people still believe that Catholicism is the #1 religion in France, or the national religion. And that's not been the case for a very, very long time.
120 years.
Yeah.
So you
Funny
said that you used to get, your church used to do the christenings and the baptisms and the weddings, and now the weddings are, the churches are just for show, but if you get married just in a church, it doesn't count. You have to do the
it's
office.
not recognised. So, like Leon and I, we were married here, and we got married at the mairie on the Friday night and had our religious ceremony on the Saturdays. It's very interesting how it's all set up. Anyway, I don't want to linger. Let's see if that coffee machine's working again. Hi, babe.
Yeah.
We've actually come to this coffee shop before. They do really good brunches. So Leon's going to get the kefta, which is like a kofta style burger, and I'm really torn. I don't know whether to get the one of the waffles sounds really good, or they do salads. I really fancy the burrata burger though, that sounds good. We were just saying that today's syllabus is so much better. We feel like we've learned quite a bit already. A lot of it's been about like really practical stuff, so how to get nationality, how to get residency,
How your children get residency.
yeah, how to integrate your children into France, how school works, talking you through like all the different classes and the ages of each class, what your child has access to if they are foreign and they don't speak French. Basically they get extra tutoring, which is what I had. So really interesting and really useful. So I don't know what this afternoon's going to be like. We had a bit of a late start, but otherwise the day seems to be moving quite quickly. I was surprised when she broke us for lunch. That's really delicious, and Leon loves his.
Really good.
Mine's burrata.
Recommend coming here if ever you're in Agen.
Yeah, it's called Quartz. That's the building where our classes are. Oh my word. She's been a victim of a bad scrape. So just in the afternoon, and then we can head back. It's been very good. I don't know what the plan is for this afternoon. If we're going to be covering more of like parenthood and that kind of thing. But I have found today very useful actually, understanding how the government works, because as you will know,
They give you lots of websites and resources.
yes they do. Yeah, as you guys will know, there's been a huge developments and stuff happening in the government this week. I believe that we are currently without a first minister in France, so prime minister even. So it's helpful just to know how that all works and everything. So yeah, enjoying it. So we'll tune in with you this afternoon. Good afternoon. So we're done. That afternoon session was really quite what's the word? I want to say lengthy, but actually we still got out at like 4:15.
They were making up for a thing, for a late start.
Yeah, because they started late, but it was quite... When you're doing the nitty-gritty of stuff, it's really tedious because they're covering everything, and none of it really applies to us. I mean, it's good to know, but you're talking about employment, and
rental.
Leon and I really have nothing. We don't know anything about that world. Oh, you got to go back round the roundabout.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh. No,
I'm just gonna...
no, that way.
I don't know.
So, a bit stressful because I directed Leon wrong, and then we've had to come back round the roundabout
We're not
twice.
used to roundabouts and traffic where we live.
No, that's true. Highlight of the day was definitely lunch. We've got 2 more days. Now that we're kind of in the flow, it's not so bad. We have quite a cushy evening because Tom and Leanne, our guests, are cooking tonight, which is really kind of them because it's the last thing you feel like doing after a long day. So, end of culture class day 2. It wasn't. It was good. It was informative, but tiring. Looking forward to getting home.
Well, even this stuff in England you don't know about contracts, legalities, and unless you're an employed person that works at a company, you've no idea about any of this stuff. So in France, it's very hard even to get employed because you need so many things to get a job here. And there's also things about maximum hours, so you can only work above 35 hours for full time and a maximum 48 hours. But if you do go for 48 hours 1 week or for 1 month, you have to work less the month after to do less overall.
It's 3 months. If you work 48 hours per week for 3 consecutive months, the 3 consecutive months after that period, you can only work 43 hours a week. Oh my word, I don't even know. Anyway, France Unfiltered, signing off. Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh wow, that's the river.
Yeah.
So Leanne and I are at a wedding. She's helping me with hair prep. We've done 2 ladies, got another 6 to go, but we've just moved into this stunning suite. Anyway, gotta go because people coming. So we didn't actually film any of the wedding, did we? After starting out filming. It went really, really well though. But literally just in the nick of time. I mean, we left at 5 past when she was supposed to start walking down the aisle. Which brings me to the reason for my check-in, because basically neither one of us ate all day. So we were like, let's pull over to McDonald's and get ourselves some chips. But then I realised as we went through the drive-through that this is a UK car. And so I wasn't on the right side to put the order in. So I said to Leanne, oh, you'll have to do it well. Panic set in. Oh, I can't. No, Sarah, I can't. I won't. I can't do it. I can't do it. And then the next thing, pull up and she's like this. Trying to hide. So then when he finally came on, I could barely speak to him.
Love, you couldn't speak to her.
I managed to order one portion of chips, and then I really wanted some mozzarella dippers, but it just... And then he made us wait half an hour.
He was not happy with you. He was livid.
I've been laughing so much I'm now hoarse. Oh my word.
Because when you asked if they had any mozzarella dippers.
Yeah. I was like, oh, I could just eat a mozzarella dipper. And I thought, I'll ask. But by this point, I could barely string a sentence together. And I said, avez-vous? And then a long break, and then it was, oh, mozzarella dippers. He just stopped replying. I think he walked off.
Poor guy.
Yeah. This order, 2 portions of large chips. €7.
€7.80. Ripper.
Inflation's real. Right. I'm going to head home to the boys because they're doing, Tom is doing a chilli night. So we're going to get ourselves together and get over our hysteria.
We're going to eat some more food.
Yeah. Oh, what's that?
Fly.
Oh. Get out kindly. Or not kindly. Stay tuned for next week's vlog. I'll give you the recipe for that. Happy Thursday, everyone, and it's the day before the vlog goes live, and I realised I didn't close the vlog, so I'm here to do it now. Basically, the end of the week kind of tanked. After the wedding, I was very poorly. I ended up with some kind of weird sick bug, which then morphed into a migraine by Monday. So the next vlog you see, I kind of only pick up the baton again on the Tuesday because I was just so poorly for the remainder of the week and then the run up to the following week. So apologies for that. I always hate it when I leave the vlog at a loose end and I don't provide you with any context. So that's why I've decided to tune in this evening. I'd love to get your feedback on this vlog because I've edited it using Final Cut Pro, which is a first for France Unfiltered. Up to now I've been using iMovie, which is an excellent program. It's completely free and the features are just incredible, but it's no match for Final Cut Pro. And the reason for this change is because last week we had so many comments about the quality of the audio, and we were so gutted to see for ourselves that the audio was very, very inconsistent and not very easy to follow. Some people even said they couldn't watch it to the very end, which made us realise that we needed to switch some things up. Now, I have some great hardware. The Osmo is fantastic. I've got the microphones, and I have a MacBook Air which has plenty of RAM to be able to handle editing. So I knew the only weak spot was the software, and that's why we've decided to upgrade to Final Cut Pro. So I'd love to get your thoughts on this vlog. Let me know what the audio is like in particular. The filming that I've done this week, which will be next week's vlog, I've made sure to use the microphones as much as possible just to try and eliminate the risk of the audio being poor again. But otherwise, I really need your feedback. So please let us know in the comments whether this vlog was better quality audio-wise, what you thought. I mean, visually it's barely any different, but let us know. Thanks so much for watching this episode of France Unfiltered. I really hope you enjoyed it, even though it's shorter than our usual vlogs. With having guests and working, it was full on. But the wedding that we were at in this vlog in particular was my last of 2025. So wedding season is over for me, which I'm really relieved about. And it just means I'm super hyped for 2026 already. I'm already accepting bookings and it's an exciting time. So it means that we can see out the rest of the year and just focus on our culture classes, getting our visas sorted. And we also have a couple of trips planned back to the UK. So I'll keep you guys up to date on that. Leon's currently working. It's almost 7, so I need to go and cook us some tea. But thanks so much for tuning in. Please give us a like if you enjoyed this video. Leave us a comment. Remember, we want your feedback on the audio and the editing of this vlog. And we would also love for you to subscribe. We release new videos every Friday at 7 p.m. French time, and we show you all aspects of our life in France, the good, the bad, and the admin. Which, if you don't know, is the ugly. And we love to share it with you so that you can get a good grasp of what day-to-day life in France is like and what you can expect if you move here. Obviously, our experience is unique to us. There will be plenty of things that will be different for you, but I hope that goes without saying. We're just showing you a little lens into our life here and the different hurdles that we've had to jump over since we arrived back in October 2024, which actually we arrived in August, but we got our visa in October. Go back and watch it. Go back and watch it all. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next week. Take care.